All right. So here's a brief intro about me. So my name is Joy Chiemeka Peter, and I'm a human resource professional. And I have a passion and desire to help undergraduates thrive in their personal and professional development. I am building a community of undergraduates and, of course, recent graduates where they can receive mentorship and coaching support to help them transition from school to the workplace. Um, I was once an undergraduate like you, so I understand where you are. I understand the challenges you probably are facing as an undergraduate, or the challenges you're probably facing as a recent graduate. So I can relate. When I say I can relate, I can actually relate. I went to a federal school. I'm the first child in my family, and it wasn't like I had so much money coming in. So I understand the struggles of undergraduate. I understand the challenges of combining schoolwork, eating well, sleeping well, and still scaling your exams. It can be a lot, a lot. And so this is the reason why I am building a community where undergraduates can receive support, maybe not financial, right, at this point, but they can receive mentorship, guidance, support to help them thrive in their personal growth and in their career growth. Because after school, after your 4-year degree, after your 6-year degree course, you're going to leave school. And there is life. Life continues. Life doesn't end when you graduate. Life continues after graduation, and you will be faced with more responsibilities. You'll be faced with more things that you need to put together. So if you're not well prepared, it's going to look so overwhelming. Or if you don't have people to guide you, you feel like, now wow, adulthood is a scam. Oh, I don't understand. I want to go back to school where they are sending me urgent 2K. No. So this community that I'm building is to help support, is to support you as an undergraduate and to help you transition from being an undergraduate to becoming a working class person or even a business owner. Okay. I believe this brief intro gives you a snapshot of who I am, what I stand for, and the kind of community I'm building. So let's move on. So why is this training important for you? Because someone left the group this week, and I reached out to the person and said, why did you leave the group? And he said, I don't understand what's happening in that group. And I was a bit taken aback because you registered for the training. So I was wondering, if you registered for the training, is it that you did not read what the training was about before registering? So I asked him, what level are you? He said he was in 100 level. I said, okay. And I told him that that's the more reason why you need to join this training, because if I had this kind of training when I was just in 100 level, I believe that I would have done much more better than I did. So I asked him, I think you should join back, but he did not join. So I need to break down that barrier in people's mind, because people are feeling like, what's this training? What's this goal setting? They want to hear how to make 100K weekly as an undergraduate. That I think that one will ginger people. But I need to explain to you why this training is very, very, very important, and just follow along. It's going to be an interesting journey. So why is this training important for you? A lot of people, especially youngsters, struggle with setting and achieving goals. If you reach out to a random undergraduate on the streets and say, what's your life ambition? What do you want to be when you leave school? What do you want to do when you leave school? A lot of them are clueless. They'll be like, anything, anywhere below face, or anything I would do. A number of them don't know that you can start planning for life, for your career, even as an undergraduate. Some of them are just living every day without intentionality or deliberateness. So the reason why this training is for you is because a lot of young people are struggling with setting goals. Some of them will say, I want to become who is the very popular person in the world? I want to become the first prime minister. If there's anything like that, the first prime minister in Nigeria. If I become the governor of this state there, I will do a lot of things. It's not by mouth saying it with your mouth. You need to know how to set that goal and achieve that goal. And that's why this training is for you. So whatever you want to achieve, whether you want to start your business, whether you want to be a career person, whether you want to own your own brand, you need to know how to set and achieve that goal. I believe this is making sense. Please, if it's making sense, use the thumbs up for me or love emoji. Thank you. So why is this training important for you? Many young people have ambitious goals without plan or direction. I believe I've explained this. Many young people have ambitious plan, goals, but they don't have a plan. They don't have direction. They just have it as a fantasy in their head. If I become this, what's the name of this lady? This lady that has a fashion brand. There's a lady that has a fashion brand, and her brand is actually well known and is global. I want to be like Vicky James. So that my dress would be like 3 million for one dress. You want to be like Vicky James. You have ambitious goals. You have people that inspire you. You have people that you want to be like. But you don't have a plan to be there, how to get there. You know where you want to go, but you don't know how to get there. This training is for you. Let's move on. I believe it's getting interesting. A lot of young people just live each day without intentionality. They just feel like, let's just be going. When we get to the bridge, we'll cross it. Let me tell you, as a Christian that I am, the Bible said God would establish your plan. So God expects you to have a plan at least. And then he would what? Establish that plan. But if you say you don't need to set a plan, you don't need to set a goal, you just live each day as it comes. Anybody will tell you anything and you follow. Today they will say, come and learn how to bake. You will go, you will learn. Tomorrow they'll say, they're making 50,000 naira in this place every day. Come. You will go. You're just living each day. No intentionality. You're not sure where you're going to. This training is for you. Let's move on. I hope I'm speaking your language and I'm not using too much grammar. Others are afraid of taking up responsibilities to achieve their goals. They want to be pampered for the rest of their lives. I don't want to suffer in this life. They hide under the guise of adulthood na scam. This training is for you. If you used to say adulthood na scam, this training is for you. If you are the one that wants to continue asking for urgent 2K, you don't want to take responsibility for your own life and your own growth, this training is for you. Moving on. So why is this training important? Other people are just complacent and do not mind living a mediocre life. So people are just, let me just share, even if it's E that I score, as long as I pass, let me just pass and be going. You don't know that. You can actually be intentional about your undergraduate school days and come out with a very good grade. Some of them, so many persons are just like, they just shall, it's not to just shall pass. Even if it's fourth class that I get, I don't mind though. Adulthood na scam. If I leave school, who will use my certificate? Safe. They don't really used to use certificates. What did David go to school? Did this person go to school? Are they not making millions? No. You are just what? Living in a shadow of what? Fantasy. You can actually live and be excellent in your academics and live life, live school, and also be excellent in the work that you do. But you need to know how to set and achieve goals. So I believe if any of these points speak to you, please use a thumbs up. Oh, let the energy be high. A lot of people fall within this category. They need mentorship and guidance. They don't know how to go about their goals. A lot of people need mentorship and guidance. They don't know how to go about their goals. And these people are sincere. It's not like they don't want to achieve goals. It's not like they don't have plans. It's not like they don't know what they want to do, but they just need someone to guide them, to help them, to put them in the right track. This training is also for you. I remember when I wanted to go into the university, there was this lady that keeps coming to my mom's shop to buy things. And every time she comes to my mom's shop to buy things, I will pin her down with questions. I'll be asking her, how do I do this when I go to the university? How do I do this? How do I manage this when I go to the university? How can I manage living in a hostel with more than 2 people, more than 3 people? How do I do this? How do I do? She began to explain from our own experience how she was able to navigate different things. And you know what? When I went into the university, I was not surprised because I already had someone that gave me a prep, gave me an idea of what to expect. So you see, if you need mentorship and guidance, this training is for you. Let's move on. I believe this point resonates with a lot of us because it used to resonate with me too. So let's move on. So for this training, you would need a number of tools. Don't be overwhelmed, okay? We're taking this one at a time. You will need a number of tools, not a lot, just simple tools that would help you with this training. You need a goal setting sheet. I already shared that on the group. You need a goal setting sheet. You need a goal setting tracking tool, how to track your tool, how to track your goal, because if you set goals and you don't know how to track them, you will just be going and going. You don't know when you achieve your goal. So you need to be able to say, I want to be Dangote in the next 5 years. How will I know if I'll be Dangote in the next 5 years? Is this tracking tool that will help you? And you also need you also need consistency tools. Don't worry, I'll explain all of this very soon. It's not very complicated. Please, if you can write notes, please take as many notes as you can because it will help with assimilation. Okay. So we are moving on to the first session. Like I said, if you have questions at any point, drop it in the comment section. Okay. I believe I'm clear and my network is not, breaking. So what are we going to learn today? You will learn what a goal is. And you will also learn why your goal should be SMART. Okay? You will learn how to write a SMART goal and the questions you should ask when you're writing a SMART goal. You will learn how to align your goals to your overall objective. And there will also be a do-it-yourself session where you will write out apologies for the network glitch. Thank you. So, apologies for the network glitch. I'll just turn off my video so that we can continue. So why are the players on the field? Type in the chat box. Why are the players on the field? Why are the players on the field? Type in the chat box. Why are the players on the field? I want to read your comments. Why are the players on the field? Just type your response. Why are the players on the field? Training, okay. To play football, okay. Why are the players on the field? to play football, training, okay. They are training for a match to keep fit, okay. Okay. All right. To play football, okay. To win the match, okay. To hone their skills, great. Who else? To win a trophy, awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. So the players are on this field for one purpose, and that is what? To score goals. To score goals. So if, for instance, in a football field, where the defender is supposed to stay, the striker is put there, or where the striker is supposed to stay, they put the goalkeeper there, or where the goalkeeper is supposed to stay, they put another person there. What do you think will happen to that match? People that watch ball, that love football, what do you think will happen to that match? Let's drop our comments quickly. What do you think would happen to that match? If the goalkeeper is kept where the defender is supposed to be, and defender is kept where the striker is supposed to be, and striker is kept where midfielder is supposed to be, what do you think will happen to that match? Jessica, I know Jessica watches, but they will lose the match. Yes, they will end in defeat. Very disorganized. Yes, but do you know that that's how a lot of us set goals? It will be a very disorganized game. Exactly. They may not likely win, and at the end of the day, they might even sack the coach in the middle of the football match. So it means that the coach, the team players, and the supporters in the stadium have one objective in mind, and that objective is to score goals. If all of these things, all the training we do, all of the positioning that has been done, they did not score goals, they've not achieved their purpose. They are there to score goals. So yeah, so please keep that in mind. Keep that. Even when you want to cook food, you have to follow step-by-step process before you achieve your purpose of cooking the food, or achieve the kind of food you want to cook. All right, so this is just to give you an idea of how important it is to be strategic, how important it is to be very organized, to be able to achieve your goal. If the time you are supposed to be doing A, you are doing B, you won't achieve your goal. If the time you're supposed to be doing C, you are doing E, there will just be a misalignment. And then you say it's village people. It's not village people all the time. Okay? So let's move on. So what is a goal? What is a goal? What is a goal? I want someone to type in the chat box. What is a goal? 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 Type in the chat box for me, please. What is a goal? A goal is a direction, okay? Thanks for that. Who else? A goal is a laid down plan with a specific time set to achieve. Great. A goal is something set aside to accomplish. Awesome. I believe all of you came into this training with a goal. Your goal is to learn different things. Like you said in the expectation that you want to learn this, you want to know how to set goals, you want to learn how to do this. That is a goal. So let's move on to learning what a goal is. Okay? A goal is an intention or desire you want to achieve. A goal is an intention or desire you want to achieve. It could be academic success, it could be career-related achievement, it could be spiritual or personal growth, it could be family or financial milestones. So you see, a goal it's just an intention, it's a desire, a desire. Your goal might be, I want to be in the UK by December. It's an intention. It's a desire of what you want to achieve. So you all are correct, and you people are awesome people. Thank you so much for the responses. Yes. So your goal is an intention. or desire you want to achieve, it could be in any area of your life. If you say, I want to grow 6 packs, is a goal. Ladies, if you say, I want to go and gym so that my body will be very fit, is a goal. Oh. Or you say, I want to be slim fit, I want to be size 8, it is a goal. As long as it's an intention or desire, it is a goal. Please give me a thumbs up if you understand what I just explained. Thank you. So now that you know what a goal is, you need to ask yourself, this my goal, is it smart? This my goal, is it a smart goal? Because I'm going to explain what smart is, but it's very important to ask that question, because some of us have ambition, but you need to ask yourself, is this my ambition, is it smart enough? Is it a smart goal? So let's look at the importance of why your goals should be smart. Number one, it improves clarity. When your goal is smart, you will know for certain what you want to achieve. You will not be confused about what you want to achieve. For instance, you ask some people, what kind of job do you want? Some people come to me that I'm looking for a job. What kind of job do you want? They say anything. Anything is not a smart goal. Oh. You need to be clear on what you want. So when your goal is smart, you would know exactly what you want to achieve and how you want to get there. Another reason why your goal should be smart is because it provides direction and focus. If a goalkeeper is placed in the middle of the field, the defender is placed as a striker, the striker is positioned as goalkeeper, there will be a catastrophe. The team will struggle and the coach will be sacked before the match ends. So when you have a smart goal, you will know, you will have direction, and you will know what your focus is. The striker will not try to become the defender. The defender will not try to become the striker. Everybody knows what he or she is supposed to do. So if your goal is a smart goal, you would have direction and what you should focus on per time. Another reason why your goal should be smart is that it improves time management. When your goals are smart, you are able to channel your time and effort on the things that really matters. Maybe, for instance, you've set your goal that every 5 p.m. you're supposed to be reading at least one page from a book. And then 5 p.m. comes, you already know that this time is what I'm supposed to be doing. You'll not be confused. If somebody say, come, let's go and watch movie, you will know that, no, I'm supposed to be doing something else now. That's the benefit of making your goal smart. I'll still tell you what smart means, but just follow me. Another reason why your goal should be smart is it improves motivation and confidence. When you achieve your goals, you'll be motivated and inspired to go for more. Please give me a thumbs up if you understand everything that I've said. I hope I'm not using jargons and my English is clear enough. These are the benefits. These are the reasons why your goals should be smart. Thank you so much, guys. So let's move on. What does smart mean? I believe you must have heard this word one way or the other, but we are going to break it down now and we'll see why it is so important to ensure that your goal is what smart. Smart means specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. You can see different versions. Some people will say specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. So it's still the same thing. Your goal, ask yourself, this is my goal that I say I want to achieve. Is it specific? Is it measurable? Is it attainable? Is it relevant? Is it timely? So go to your goal setting sheet now and write in the first box, write your goal, the goal you want to achieve. Write one goal you want to achieve. Write it there. If you've done that, give me a thumbs up. For those of you that, you see why I said we should print the goal setting sheets so that you can be writing and be listening. You won't be distracted. Or if you don't have the goal setting sheet, you can just open your notebook and write a goal. Just write a goal in your mind. What you want to achieve in the next 6 months. Just write it. Write it down. If you don't mind sharing what the goal is, you can drop it in the chat box and I will use your goal as an example. as we go on. But if you've done that, give me a thumbs up. If you've written down your goal, give me a thumbs up. If you've written down your goal, thank you, Prince. If you've written down your goal, thank you, Faidiat. If you've written down your goal, give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Is it only just 2 persons? Immaculata, great. Thank you. You've written down your goal. No matter how the goal sounds, write it down. Favor have written down our own. Thank you. Write down the goal you want to achieve. Thank you, Cynthia. Great. Thank you, Jessica. Awesome. Thank you so much. You people are so supportive and engaging. Thank you. So let's move on to now see how we can break that your goal now that you have written. Let's make it smart. Remember why we need to make it smart. It will make you manage your time well. It will make you focus. It will give you direction. It will help you be motivated. So we will take that your goal that you have written down now and we'll make it a smart goal. So let's move on now, one after the other. I hope this class is not boring. Thank you. All right. So number 1 says what? Specific. Your goal must be specific. So what does it mean? Define exactly what you want. Don't mince your word. Don't pity your words. Say exactly what you want. It must be clear and well defined. So these are the questions to ask yourself. What do I want to achieve? Where will my goal be achieved? Who will be involved? Why is this important? So I want to give you an example. This is an example of a specific goal. Instead of saying, I want to buy clothes, a specific goal will be, I want to buy a blue dress. It is specific because clothes can mean anything. Clothes can mean buba and you wear buba. Clothes can mean 1,005. Clothes can mean anything. Clothes can mean bossas, right? But when I say I want to buy a blue dress, then I'm what? Specific. You know exactly what you want to do. So ask yourself, this my goal that I wrote down, is it specific? Go to your goal setting sheet now. And go to where we have specific and write, what exactly do you want to achieve? What exactly do you want to achieve? What exactly do you want? Caroline, please write your questions in the chat box if you do have. So your goal must be what? Specific. S stands for specific. I want to buy a blue dress, not clothes. Not I want to be a millionaire. No. That's not a specific goal. Or I want to get a job in the next 6 months. That's not a specific goal. A specific goal is I want to get a teaching job as a mathematics teacher. That's a specific goal. Or I want to come out with a first class. That's a specific goal. Are we together? Give me a thumbs up if you're following. I hope it's not too ambiguous. So let's move on to M. M means measurable. M means what? Measurable. So the question is, how will you track progress? How will you know if you are making progress in this your goal or if you've achieved your goal? These are the questions you would ask yourself. How much? How many? How will I know when I have achieved it? So here's an example. I want to buy 2 new blue dresses. So you see that I have attached a number to what I want to buy, meaning that when I buy 2 new dresses, 2 new blue dresses, I know that I have achieved that goal. That 2 in that sentence means that my goal is measurable. How can you know? How can you measure? If you say you want to buy rice in the market and you go to the market and say, I want to buy rice, and they will ask you, how much? You say, I want to buy a derica of rice or half bag of rice. You must attach a quantity to your goal. You must attach, it could be a quantity, it could be a percentage, it could be an amount, but it must something that will show you if your goal is something you can measure. So go back to the goal that you initially wrote. and ask yourself, how will you measure progress? How will you know if your goal have been met? So somebody said earlier that she wants to, let me go back to the expectation session. Immaculata says she wants to know how to go about her business and also the things relating to her course of study. So this your expectation is in two ways. So you have two goals now in one. Pick one. If you say your expectation is to go about your business, ask yourself specific, what business? So it can be, my goal is to start my my makeup business. You are specific. Number two, measurable. My goal is to gain 5 customers in my makeup business. You see, you are now adding something that you will measure to know if you are making a progress towards your goal. I hope this is really, really clear. Please give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if it makes sense. So, Immaculata, go back to your expectation. Don't say you want to know how to go about your business. What business? Be specific on the kind of business and add a quantity. I want to gain 5 customers in my makeup business. That's now you're not adding a measure to know if you're making progress or not. Okay, let's move on to A. A means achievable. Is your goal realistic? Can you attain it? Somebody will say, I want to be like Dangote. That goal is not realistic at all. You need to what? Ask yourself, this my goal, is it realistic? Can I realistically attain it? It must be a practical goal that you can achieve within a time frame. Ask yourself these questions. Do I have the resources to achieve this goal? What challenges might arise and how will I navigate them? So going back to Immaculata's example, Immaculata wants to start her makeup business. She wants to gain 5 customers in the next 1 month. You ask yourself, Immaculata, do I have the resources to reach these 5 customers? What are the challenges that I will face to be able to reach these 5 customers? Or maybe your customers, they want home services. Do you have the resources to do home services? Or your customers will be like, we want cheap makeup, at least 1,000, 2,000. Is this something you want to do? These are the questions you should ask yourself to know if your goal is achievable. So this is a question. If you want to buy 2 new dresses, you ask yourself, do I have the money? Where can I buy them? Online, in a store, or in a market nearby? If your answer is yes, you have the resources to achieve the goal, you know how to navigate the challenges when they arise, then your goal is achievable. Please give me a thumbs up if it makes sense. If you have questions, drop it in the chat box. So ask yourself, I want to become president of Nigeria in the next two weeks. Is it achievable? I want to blow because that's the balance now. I want to earn in dollars in the next 1 month. Is it achievable? Do you have the skills of the people that earn in dollars? It's not the one that you will get clients and you tell the client, I don't have network. You need to ask yourself, all of these things, what are the potential challenges that will arise to affect my goal, affect me from achieving my goal? Can you navigate them? If it's yes, then it means that your goal is achievable. Let's move on. The next thing is relevant. Ask yourself, does this your goal, does it align to the bigger picture? Or you are just doing anywhere with belle face because your neighbor is now selling popcorn. You too, you want to start selling popcorn. Is popcorn related to where you are going in future? Why are you doing it? Ask yourself, why are you doing copy? You need to be you need to ensure that your goal aligns with your bigger picture, your vision, where you're going to in life. So ask yourself, how does this goal contribute to my overall success? Does this align with my priority? Maybe you're a student and you know that if you go and do a business that requires you to be traveling up and down, you will not be able to focus on your studies. So you ask yourself, I'm here in this school to learn and to graduate with a good grade. If I start this business that will be taking me up and down every weekend, I'm traveling to different states, how will it affect my studies? So you see, you should not set goals for setting sake. Ask yourself, how does this goal affect my overall success? How does it align with my priority for now? So as a student or as a recent graduate, you know that you're not earning so much, and then you're doing something that will require so much financial constraints from you. You need to ask yourself, are there other options that I can use instead of just, spending the money that I don't have? Are there freer options? Or you're a student in school and you know that every Friday you're supposed to attend a very mandatory class, and you decide to go and be doing ushering work that will take you out of school every weekend. You need to ask yourself, this my goal, is it aligning to my overall success? So let's look at our example. If your objective is to buy 2 new dresses for your new job, then buying 2 new blue dresses is relevant because it will support your goal of looking professional. So yes, if I want to buy 2 new blue dresses and I just got a new job, it makes sense, yes, because my new job requires me to dress professional, and so that's why I am buying the blue dresses. So ask yourself, this goal, does it align to my overall objective, to my overall success? Please, if I'm making sense, please use the thumbs up and use the emoji to let me know that you're following and it's not ambiguous and you understand what I'm saying. Thank you very much. Time bound. This one is the one that gets everybody. Set a deadline for completion. Go to your smart sheets now and include all these things that I've explained. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant. Put a timeline to what you want to achieve. Because how would you say you want to do something and there's no target date, no end date? You just want to be doing it and I'm going. Even Jesus Christ, when he came to this earth to die, he had a target date. He knew that at a point, I'm going to die and I'm going to rise from the dead. He had a goal. He knew when he was going to die and when he was going to raise from the dead. So how much more you're setting goals and you don't have a time frame. You should set a deadline. So Immaculator, you can say, I want to grow my makeup business by increasing my customers to 5 people in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year. Put a timeline to your goal. So without a time frame, your goals will be postponed indefinitely. You tell yourself, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. Don't worry, I'll do it next month. You just keep postponing, and becoming lazy. So you need to put a time frame to it. Ask yourself, by when do I want to achieve this goal? What are my short-term and long-term deadlines? So you can divide your goal into short-term and long-term. You can say, okay, for the first 6 months, I'll try out this idea. If it works out, I will try it again in the next 1 year. So set a timeline. Go to your goals now that you have written down and put a timeline to it. So let's go. Look at our example of the 2 new blue dresses. So the final smart statement will now be, I want to buy 2 new blue dresses on Friday so that I can look smart and professional for my first company's official training next month. So you already know when you want to buy the blue dresses. On Friday, I must buy these new blue dresses on Friday. And the reason why I'm buying is because I want to be professional in my company's official training next month. So my goal is specific, it is measurable, it is achievable, it is relevant, and it is timely. I hope this makes sense. Please give me a thumbs up. Let me feel your energy. Is this clear? I hope you see now that your goal Your goal is now modified. So go back to your goal setting sheet now and use all of this illustration to adjust your goals. So how do you align your goal to your overall objective? Objective is like your destination. You want to come to Lagos. Your goal will tell you how to get to your destination. So always ask yourself, this goal that I'm setting, why am I setting it? When you know your why would help you see your destination. Your goal would tell you how to get to that destination. So if your objective is to be the first lady of Nigeria, your goal will now say, how will you get there? So it's that goal now that needs to be what? Smart. So maybe it will not be, first of all, you need to join the parliament, you need to become an honorable by so year, you need to be a president's wife by so year, and all of those things. So you need to have what? A destination where you're going. As a young person, you can know where you're going to, even if it might still be far away. So any goal you're setting, let it align to where you are going. Don't go and follow somebody else's journey and be copying them. Where are you going to? What's your purpose in life? What kind of person do you want to become? What kind of woman or man do you want to be? When you know the kind of person you want to be, it will help you set the goals that will help you get to where you want to be. So let's move on. So we'll be looking at different examples. So look at this first example. This person wants to start a career in HR, in human resources. Your smart goal will now be, number one, see, when you have an objective, you can have as many as 2 to 3 goals for each objective. So it doesn't matter, because where you are going may not be only one way to get there. So for example, now this person wants to build a career in HR. So a smart goal will be, number one, I'll complete an HR certification course within 6 months to improve my industry knowledge and career prospects. Number 2 goal will be, I'll create a compelling CV and apply to at least 5 intern roles weekly. You see that these goals are very smart. They are specific, they are measurable, they are timely. They tell you the timeline. Another one will be, I'll set up and revamp my LinkedIn profile and connect with 5 HR professionals every week. Now you are not just dreaming, you have a structured plan. So let's move on to another example. If your objective is to graduate with a first-class degree, your smart goal could be, I will read my course notes every day after class. Another goal will be, I'll participate in group discussion or tutorial weekly. Another goal will be, I will watch videos related to my assignments given to me every day to help me solidify the concept. Now you are not just dreaming, you have a structured plan. So to become a first-class graduate, you need to do different things. You need to set a goal, a smart goal. So you see that it's not a dream now, you have a plan. So when you see someone coming out with first-class degree, they didn't just come out with first-class degree because they were sleeping in class. They had a plan. So that goal is now, I will read my course notes every day after class. So after class, you know what you're supposed to do. Another one is, I will participate in group discussion weekly. You already know what to do weekly. Another thing is, I will watch videos related to the assignments given to me every day to help me solidify the concept. So many of you struggling academically, these are the things you can put in place, and you see that you will improve in your academics. I'm serious. A lot of us don't read our notes after class. We wait till exam time, then we start doing fire brigade approach. If you read your notes after class, you won't struggle during exam. I hope I'm speaking you can relate. Jessica, I hope you can relate. Okay, let's move on to another example. If your objective is to become a front-end or back-end engineer, your smart goal could be, I will enroll in data camp software development bootcamp. by May 2025. You put a timeline. You put what you would do specifically. Another goal will be I'll connect with 100 software developers on LinkedIn by November 2025 and follow their posts for insights. God bless this for you. I'll practice my learnings by building a software to solve a problem in my community by December 2025. You're setting a smart goal. And the beautiful thing is that you can achieve these goals. You can, because these are what smart goals. You are not dreaming now. You have a structured plan. Let's move on to another example. So if your example, I know some person will want to know about how to go about this. So if you want to grow spiritually, for instance, another example, your smart goal could be, I'll join a Bible reading support group and read 2 chapters of the New Testament every day, starting today. You see that your goal is starting with you. I will commit to attending church meetings weekly and regularly. I will pray for 30 minutes daily and join a prayer group in church to help me stay accountable and consistent. Your goal is what specific, it is measurable. So if you don't pray 30 minutes daily, you know you've not met the target for that day. So you have to carry it over to the next day. Do you get? You know that it is achievable, it is measurable, it is relevant, it is time bound. So with this one now, you're not just dreaming, you have a structured plan. I hope this makes sense to everyone. Another goal again is if you want to save 100K per year, students, urgent 2K. If you want to save at least 100K per year, you can set a smart goal. Number 1, I will create a piggyverse account by Friday this week. Put it there. I will create a process to automatically save 100K and 1,000 naira every week from my bank. So you create the piggyverse account, then you automate it that every month your bank will send 100K, 1,000 to your piggyverse account. Another goal will be I will join an online saving community or cooperative to keep me consistent and inspired. So all those 1,000 naira that you're using to buy shawarma, you are using to buy data for TikTok that you're not doing anything there, you're not doing business there, save that money. When you save that money in a year, you will see that you have saved 100K or more. All right, so you see that it's so easy to save. Somewhere you know that you can trek to, you can enter boats and pay 5K. Where you know you can actually trek and use bike and pay 200 naira, you pay 5K. After you say you don't have money, you can actually save, guys. Please, if I'm relating, if I'm speaking what is really happening to you, use the thumbs up for me, use your emojis now, let me feel the energy, guys. If I'm making sense, you know that you're not supposed to eat suya, you gotta buy suya, 2,000. So to save that money, you see, you can actually what? Save. So let's move on to another. I don't know if another example. I have another. So yeah. So do it yourself. So if go to your goal and make your goal smart. And when you do that, please share it in the chat box now. I need to see someone's goal that is smart. Yeah. Yes, I will share the examples. Don't worry, you get the recording of the training. I'm trying to hurry so that my battery doesn't die. Yeah, I'll share the recording. You have access to all the resources you need. So I need someone to share their smart goal in the chat now. Your smart goal. I need someone to share. Don't be shy, except it's not something you want to put out, but you can actually share to so that I can see if it's smart enough, right? But I believe from what I've explained now, have you modified your goal to make it smart? Have you modified your goal to make it smart using your worksheets? Have you modified it to make it smart? Please, I need a response. Even if you don't want to share, you can just let me know by using a thumbs up to say yes, I have, or no, I haven't. Are we together? Because it is when you practice that it makes sense. So that your goal now, is it smart? This is your do-it-yourself session. That's where we are. Does anyone want to share their goal? Let me see if it's smart now. Prince, do you want to share? Abigail, okay, great. Thank you, Abigail. Does anyone want to share their goal? Let me see if it's smart, please. And then I'll move on to another session. For those that don't have the worksheet, how can we access it? I sent it to the WhatsApp group. I don't know. Let me see if I can drop it here. But I don't know why. I don't think I can drop it here. Okay, I will send it to you if you can join us on the WhatsApp group. So Jessica said, my smart goal for now will be to complete cybersecurity class the next 5 months, and also consistently build the habit of reading every day for at least 2 hours to increase your CGP. Great. So you need to divide your goals now to 2. One is on cybersecurity and one is for your academic. Divide it into, separate it. So the first one will be to complete my cybersecurity class in the next 5 months. And then the next one will be to read for 2 hours every day to increase my CGPA. Remember, any goal you're putting you must have a destination in mind. Why are you setting the goal? What's the overall objective? So thanks for sharing, Jessica. I'm happy that you can now see that your goal must be measurable. It must have a timeline, and you must have a specific goal. So separate the goals into 2 parts. So Favor Olamide, don't worry, I'll share the sheet maybe after this class, but I can't share now because Google Meet doesn't allow that. So a recap of this session. Always start with your why. Why? Before writing your how. So if you want to be the president of Nigeria, ask yourself, why do I want to be the president of Nigeria? If you can clearly articulate why without a very, very selfish motive, if you can clearly articulate your why, okay, my why is I want to make Nigeria better. That's my why. Okay, great. So the next thing will now be how. How do you want to achieve it? And it is that how that is your SMART goals. Please, if you are following me at this point, give me a thumbs up. Thank you. So let me just give you an intro, a brief of who we are. So we are the Personal Development Impact Hub. It's a community that I'm building, like I mentioned earlier. So many undergraduates in Nigeria leave school with little or no clue of how to position themselves for success in their careers. So many undergraduates, I know they may not be aware, but they need mentorship, they need coaching. But they don't know how to access this mentorship. They don't know where to find coaching. So that is why I'm building this community that would help equip undergraduates, recent graduates with the right skills, knowledge, and experience to prepare them for the real life after school. Do you know, when I graduated from university, I didn't know what a CV is. It was so funny. I had to copy somebody else's CV to create mine. And I'm like asking myself, what if I had known how to do all of this as an undergraduate? Don't you think I would have, done better? So yes, so the trainings we'll be doing will be on a quarterly basis by God's grace. Will be training on a quarterly basis, and then we'll be having community development projects. Yes, we'll be having community development projects twice in a year, where you would learn how to develop a project and deploy a project in your community to solve problems. I hope this sounds exciting. Yeah, and you don't have to be an undergraduate to participate. Please feel free to invite your friends that this would help them, because when you participate in projects, you will build leadership skills, you build your communication skills, you build your collaboration skills, you build your speaking skills, you build your writing skills. And when you go for job interviews, they will ask you, what have you done? You can actually tell them that I was able to participate in a community development project. This was what I did. This was what we achieved. And these are the things, the skills I was able to build. So this community is strictly for serious-minded people, people that are ready to accept mentorship and do the work. Okay. Yeah, Prince, I love what you did. Specific to be a project manager, measurable to keep track of my progress. That measurable is okay. So how would you know when you become a project manager? Attainable, currently running a course on PMP and other certification, hired to have a better job in the next 6 months. Okay. So your goal now would be, my goal is to build, let me write it down. I want to gain knowledge and proficiency in project management, so that I want to build knowledge and proficiency by taking PMP courses monthly, so that I can land a project manager. I can land a project manager role in 6 months from now, September 2025. So you see that your goal is to land a job in the next 6 months. So this is a specific a smart goal that you can work. You can also set another smart goal to say, I will join, if you're not on LinkedIn, I'll join LinkedIn and start connecting with HR professionals and companies where I will like to work at. I'll connect with at least 100 HR professionals and companies where I would like to work at. You see that these two goals now are what's going to help you achieve the goal of becoming a project manager in the next 6 months. So yeah, so that's how you write it. You can always modify further. So how do you join us? We have a WhatsApp platform. You can send an email. You can also follow us on LinkedIn. We just started on LinkedIn. We are still growing the page. So you can follow us. Just check for personal development, Impact Hub. I would try to drop the LinkedIn page on the training platform as we move on. Okay. I hope your energy is still high. I hope your energy is still high. Let's move on to the next session because my laptop is about to go off. I pray they bring the lights soon. So the next session would be how to track your goals. How to track your goals. So you need digital tools and physical tools. Now that you've written your goal, I want to do this, and this, and this, and this, and that. You need to be able to track it so that at next week, if I reach out to Prince and say, Prince, where are you in your goal? Prince can tell me, okay, this is where I am. I'm not yet 100% at where I want to be, but this is where I am. You should be able to say at any given point in time where you are in your goals, in your goal setting or goal achievements. So you need very simple tools. I've listed a few. Number one, Google Sheets. Number two, you need an online calendar. Number three, you need alarms. Do you know that I set alarms for many things? I set alarms so that I'll be reminded, and I won't forget. You can use online calendar and you can use Google Sheets. So I'm going to show you how a very simple goal setting tracker looks like on your Google Sheets. So give me a moment. I hope this class has been so interesting so far and relatable. Abigail, I can see what you wrote. I'll get to it, okay? Yeah, so let me show you how a tracker looks like. Please confirm where you can see my screen. I created this and I'm going to share it with you guys so that you can use it to track your goals. You can see that. So in this goal setting tracker, I wrote my SMART goal. And your SMART goal, just pick one goal. I want to become 70% proficient in the use of Excel by September 2025. I created a table. So if you see under the table, I have tasks. So as you set your goal, you need to create the tasks you need to take on a daily basis to achieve your goal. Okay? I set the tasks, frequency, start date, end date, link, status, comments. So the first thing I want to do in achieving this my goal is I want to research for 5 top Excel classes that I can start learning from. Frequency, I'll do it once. Start date, I'm starting tomorrow. I'll end on the 5th. So I want to make research. I want to search for Excel classes that I can take for free. You can see status ongoing. Comment, I'll check YouTube page for easy to understand videos. I'll ask my friends who are good in Excel to suggest free videos to start with. You see, this way you can, if I ask you at any time, Jessica, where are you in your goal? You could come to your sheet and show me, okay, if under this my goal that I want to achieve, these are the things I listed that I will do, and this is where I am for each of them. This way you'll be organized. The next task will be, I want to complete at least 1 video every week. So after you researched, so let's assume you've researched and you've gotten it, you can come here and say completed. So I'm seeing that it is completed. So the next one will be complete at least 1 video every week. Frequency, weekly. Weekly, you put it, start dates, end dates, you put it there. So you can put weekly, you can put it for as long as possible that you want to learn, maybe 5 months, like you said. You can just put 5 months, put April 7th to 5 months time. So every week you're learning 1 course on Excel. Every week you're learning 1 course on Excel. Then the comment section will be, I'll set an alarm to remind me to take my course for 20 minutes every day from 5 p.m. to 5:30. You see how intentional this tracking sheet is. I hope it's not confusing to anybody. You can always change it to suit yours. Does it make sense? Please give me a thumbs up. Let me hear from you. Does it make sense? So if I'm going to share this with you, so use it to write your SMART goal and list all the tasks. For instance, people that want to start their business, I want to start my own business, I want to do this and that. You come here and write your tasks. Number 1, I would visit 5 customers every day. You put it. Number 2, I will send my customers broadcast messages every week. You put it. You like everything. As long as the tasks you want to do will help you achieve your goal, write it down. Put your start date, put an end date so that you will not be confused when you're supposed to end that task. And then put your comment. Your comment section can be maybe challenges, how you will navigate the challenges. So my challenge now in number 2 is that I might forget to take my training. So how do I remember? I say I'm going to set my alarm. Please, can you see that you have to be very intentional if you want to be anything great in life? And these tools are very, very important. So this is what your goal tracking tool. Your goal tracking tool. So I'll share it with you at the end of this class. So you can use it to populate all your activities. Yeah. So let's continue with our main training and then we'll move on. So online calendar, please, does anybody know what online calendars are? Oh, sorry. Does anyone know what online calendars are not? Oh, I believe we all have calendars on our phones. Your phone has an online calendar. So you can go to your calendar and say, okay, for instance, let me give you an example. I'm using a laptop, so I'm just going to share how it looks like on a laptop space, how to set a calendar on a laptop space. So this is my, hold on, please. Give me a minute. So yeah, so you need to be using your calendar. Many of us have these tools, we don't know how to use it, we don't use it. Set your calendar. If you're supposed to be somewhere at any time, set your calendar. So this is a calendar. You have a version on your phone. So today is Monday, tomorrow is Tuesday. I can put a calendar here. All right, take PMP course today, or I put my calendar. I'm the only one. I'm just myself. This is just for myself. So I put the timeline. I'll say remind me all day. Put it. I save it. That's it. You save it. By the time you save it like this, your phone is going to send you a reminder that Joy, you put a target to take a course on PMPO tomorrow. Please take it. That's how you would help yourself stay accountable and consistent. Please, I hope this makes sense, guys. Please use a thumbs up and let me know. Is it relatable? You go and you learn how to use the calendar on your phone. The calendar on your phone to set goals. Set your goals. So when you've written all the goals you want to achieve, go to your calendar and say, okay, oh, every Monday, oh, this is what I want to do. Every Tuesday, oh, this is what I want to do. Put it in your calendar and set your alarms. Don't say, I trust myself, I will not forget. Set your alarms. Put it, even if it's to reminding you every 1 minute, put it, you know yourself. Put the alarms and ensure that you don't forget what you're supposed to do. Another goal setting tracking tool are physical tools. So your journals, your notebook, your to-do list, your physical calendar, sticky notes. So if you come to my room, you see I have a physical calendar on the wall and I have circle on different dates. So as a lady, you can say, okay, I want to track my period and say, okay, this was when I started my period. This was when it ended. This is when I'm expecting my next period. That is a tracking tool. So as you're seeing the calendar, you know when your next period will come up. So use physical calendars. Put it where you can be seeing it every day. Get sticky notes. Write what you want to do. Put it everywhere. Put it in your door, the door of your room, on your mirror. Jessica, do this. Jessica, do this. Jessica, read your book. Jessica, read your when you put all of those sticky notes, you realize that it will be resonating in your mind regularly because you're seeing it everywhere. And then use your journals, write out your to-do for the week. This is what I want to do for this week in relation to my goal. And always, go back to your list and check, am I achieving this goal? Am I achieving this goal or not? I hope this is making really, 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 really good sense. I hope it's making sense and you can relate. I believe everybody has notebooks. You have to-do lists. So that your goal should not be in your mind. Write it somewhere. Write it somewhere. Put it down and track it. Consistency tools. You need accountability. You need mentorship. Seek feedback and training. So if you say you want, for instance, say, I want to improve on my speaking skills. Don't be shy. You've set your goal that this is what I would do to improve on my speaking skills. Go back to the person that is holding you accountable or your mentor and say, okay, ma, please, I want to ask how well I'm doing in my speaking. Can I, lead a presentation so that you would give me a feedback on whether I'm improving on my speaking skills or not. Seek feedback. Many of us are scared of seeking feedback. We don't want people to tell us the truth. We want to be hiding under our weaknesses. Seek feedback. Come out of your shell and seek feedback. And when someone gives you feedback, don't take it personal. Go back and see how to improve on it. So the way you can stay consistent with your goal is to be accountable. Accountable. You need mentorship and you seek feedback and training. Attend training that would improve you on those areas that you want to improve on. So if you are someone that you want to improve on cybersecurity, attend trainings on cybersecurity. If you're someone that wants to improve on your speaking skills, attend training on speaking. Do you get? So that's one of the things that I'm trying to build in my community, to help people stay accountable and to provide them mentorship. So please, if you're a serious-minded person and you really want to be part of that community, you can always send me a WhatsApp message after this class. All right, so let's move on. I believe we're almost rounding off. Okay. Questions or comments. So let me unmute so that people can share their questions and comments. Hold on, let me get you to turn on your mic. Yeah, you can unmute, Abigail, and ask your question.
All right. Thank you, ma.
You're
Good
welcome.
afternoon, ma. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for this session. I really appreciate, and I guess I've learned one or two things so far. So, and I also tried to include some things in total. So, I want to ask questions based on um the consistency tools. I hope you can hear me, ma.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. So, for me, the last part you talked about the consistency tools, accountability, mentorship, seek feedback regularly, and training. So I'll talk about the accountability. For me, I don't have. I would like to speak for myself. I don't have someone I'm accountable to. I don't have a mentor. Though I usually seek feedback from people, but not from everyone. Then training is something that I've been taking. Um, well, I still have to still take more training. So how do I get accountable to someone that or how do I get accountable to someone? Number one, how I don't have a mentor. Though I'm praying to God for a mentor. So how am I supposed to do that? How do I get used to people? Because I'm not a social person that speak to people like that. So how do I get accountable to one? Or who am I supposed to speak to be accountable to? Who can I trust? Who can I call? Or who can I speak to become my mentor? Then, and also for the feedback, I guess I can ask someone that is into the field that I'm learning or ask anybody. So I want to know all these questions and it has been bothering my mind for like a while. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much for that question. And I believe that's why you're here. Like I said, that's one of the things we're doing in our community. We are providing people the platform to be accountable. So if you're serious minded and you're ready to achieve your goals, please send me a message on WhatsApp and we'll get started. Abigail, yeah. Jessica, please go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, ma. Thank you very, very much for this class. Like, my eyes are open. So, my question is in terms of distraction. Like, me, my own distraction is somehow what I easily get distracted is reading storybook. Yeah, I can leave my school book and go and be reading storybook. So, I don't know if you can like talk or help me like how to go about this distraction.
Okay, your distraction, your distraction is quite different from other people's distraction. Okay, so how to handle distraction? So, like I said, you need to always have before you your what focus, your destination. You need to always have that before you because if you want to be somewhere in the next 5 years, you need to ask yourself, these habits that I'm doing every day, will it get me there? So reading storybook is not a bad thing, right? So what you could do is that you could use that reading of a storybook as your reward for achieving your goal. So for instance, you tell yourself that I will not read this storybook until I have done this thing that is related to my goal. So you use that your storybook as a way to reward yourself. So if you are somebody that loves to watch movies, you could tell yourself that before I watch movie today, I must go and do that thing that relates to my goal first. So that way you'll be motivated to finish what you're supposed to do and then go and read your novel or watch your movie. Do you get? So I won't tell you to just stop reading your novels. No, it's something you're already used to for a very long time. So use it as a reward. So tell yourself that, okay, before I read novels, I'm going to go and watch at least 30 minutes video on cybersecurity. So that way, when you finish, you now go and now read your storybook. Does that make sense? Is this something that is achievable, Jessica? So let's try that. I used to tell myself before I go on social media, I must do something. I must read my Bible. I will not go on social media until I read my Bible. And I said I was consistent, and I read my Bible fast, and then go to the social media. So that thing that seems like a distraction, keep it as a reward and tell yourself you will do it when you've done what is more important to you, which is your goal. I hope that answers our questions. Yeah. Any other question? Like I said, I'm going to share the goal setting tracking tool with you on the WhatsApp group, and so that you can use that to track your goals. Any other question, comment, feedback? Please share your feedback. Use that link on the chat box to share your feedback, but you can also share your feedback orally if you want to. Feedback, what have you learned? What are you going home to do? How did you feel at the end of this training session? I hope you're not shy, you. Or are you feeling hungry? Feel relieved, yeah. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. All right. Any other feedback, question, comment, thoughts for people that paid, rapt attention? Thank you so much for the training. It was knowledgeable. Thanks so much for joining and staying to the end. Thank you very much. Please, I want us to achieve our goals this year. So I'm going to send all the resources, the recording of this session to you, so that you can always go back at any point if there's anything that you didn't get clearly, and you get it. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. So our next training, by God's grace, is going to come up in the next quarter. Hopefully by June, July. Yes. And I'm thinking of doing a CV writing class for people, or I don't know, it depends on what is more pressing and what I'm led to train on. But hopefully we're going to have another training session by that time, and would also be planning for our community development project. So if you're really interested in joining our community and be part of, people that want to improve in themselves, in their personal development, in their personal growth, please feel free to send me a message on WhatsApp, and then we'll get started. Mind you, I am a wife, I have my full-time job, and I'm doing this. So it shows you that you don't have an excuse why you should not grow. Don't tell me that, oh, I not do this, I not have this. If someone that has other commitments can actually come in and do this for you, all for free, I expect you to give in double commitment to your own growth and your own learning. At the end of the day, it is you that will benefit, it is you that will enjoy, it is you that will be earning in dollars, it is you that would be on the spotlight. Okay, so take whatever training, whatever resources that I'll be sharing on the group seriously. From time to time, I'll try to share job openings, I'll try to share trainings that you can attend. Please take it seriously. And I believe that if you're serious about it, you will definitely achieve your goal and even smash your goal beyond your expectation. Thank you very much, everyone. I'm so happy we kept to time, 1 hour 30 minutes, and we are ending the session now. Thank you and have a great day ahead. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Please click on the link in the chat box to share your feedback. Please, it's very important to help us. Click on the link. I've sent it to the link. I'm sending it again. Please click on the link. Send your feedback. Encourage your friends that were not here. If the recording is out, please encourage them to watch it, because you see that this training is not just for undergraduates. It resonates for everybody, whether you're an undergraduate or not. But because of my love for undergraduates, that's why I'm doing this for you people. And I believe that is going to be beneficial for you and your future. All right, have a great day ahead. And I'm ending this meeting now. Thank you.